Well, it is about 10:30 o'clock at night. Yellow bullet's looking pretty good. So let's cross over here. We got some cool little. So we recently went testing with this bad boy, right? As you can tell, the head's off. Let me show you a little bit right here. Whoop. Ouchies. Yeah. We ain't gonna talk about that. Yeah, she's looking pretty good. New motor's on the way for S2K. Getting that taken care of. So this car also runs an FT600 GSR box. Pretty good. Looks pretty good. New stickers got put on. Pretty lovely. Gotta get a bigger one for right here though. That'd be tight. Can't wait to freaking start this thing, man. We actually have full B16 setup going on this with one of our KP800 packages. The block is currently getting sleeved. We were actually waiting for the sleeves to get done, and when we first started with this build, you know, we had a game plan, you know, and it was to do just a basic B series single turbo setup with AC, man. But this car is so freaking clean. Anyways, it's going all-wheel drive now. Motor's probably gonna be good up to like 11,950-ish around there on a good day. I mean, he's not gonna push that obviously, but that's his goal, is to be in a comfy 800 horsepower all-wheel drive with AC and everything. Just, you know, pretty excited to be able to deliver those goals. And over here we are doing, so we picked up another 6.0 in case you guys haven't seen that yet, which was on my Instagram story probably like 2 nights ago. Yeah, we're building a plan B for this car. Oh, sorry, George. Shout out to Comp for overnighting a clutch. Do a twin turbo Subaru. Yes, sir. That's pretty cool, actually. This car is actually exciting. So this guy, we've worked with him in the past. He actually hit us up again and was like, yep, let's get down to business. Yeah, it's actually the first time I see a freaking twin turbo Subaru, dog. Like, this is wild, man. Wild stuff. So we just did the catch pan on it. I actually didn't get a chance to record that. It looks really sick. Pretty ass catch pan. We made it in house. It's actually required in the rule book. So that's pretty tight. And prep on this. So we did lose a clutch. I had round 2. Comp overnighted this bad boy. It's a bad unit right here. I think this is, I forgot what series this one is, but you know, shout out to Comp. We're so you know, thankful to have you guys on the program. But yeah, let's get back to work. See ya. All right, life update. Just kidding. TT Subaru. Round 3 prep. That thing's done. Ready. Missed all the vlogging of putting the clutch in and all that. It's been a hectic day. But yes, we picked up a 6.0. This thing is sweet. George and Natalie eating snacks.
Candy.
Look at that. Sour OG.
Esther, you want to try candy?
We got Esteban in the house. It's really good.
Babe, you want to try candy?
No, I'm okay.
You're hating.
24-hour delivery service on the machining, resurface, polished crank, new cam bearings in there. Oof. George has this crazy idea of putting this together, putting it in the FD, and taking it tomorrow for round 3. If this makes the blog, make it or break it. Shit, maybe we go up to 20,000 subscribers now. Just kidding.
Okay.
FA trans.
It doesn't work.
Well, I don't really have much more to vlog here, so I'm going to. Oh wait, I do. Hold on. Oh freaking! I was on paper.
They're supposed to come with a hole in it.
Got some new Groms. Those things are sick. Now let's check those out. Actually, we just spoke about those. Check these bad boys out. Shout out to my dog. This one's a 2019. Oof. Yes, sir. And then we got the. Oof. And this one got the Brocky on it. Oof. It's not really a Brock's exhaust, but it's like the Brock style, which is so sweet. I really like it. Yeah. Yeah. I freaking love it. It's like a little his and hers combo going on. Dude, the nice things at the track just because. But yeah, we're outside. Round 3, it's happening. For a second there, I didn't think we were going to make it, and we did. So here we are. Oh, our buddy Matt Mugenson, I hope I said that right. Matt the Ginge. He's been working with, we let him borrow our shifter. He made this badass, it's like a 3D print of this shifter. What's up, honey? Oh, look at that. It just broke right there. No, I'm just kidding. It didn't break. But yeah, made this badass support. So to give you an idea what it looks like, the one that G-Force supplies for the adapter, the dog box and all that, looks like this. Oof, hypertuning take things badass. It's this big, bulky, billet freaking shifter bracket. But dude, in comparison, that's such a badass unit. That is so sick. We need to get this touched up. I need to get me new bushings for that. We're getting rid of that. Bad boy, I love this guy. But yeah, this is so badass, man. Glad I was able to lend out the shifter so he could design what he wanted to design. And now we got the file and we're going to get it made for our car. Now he's finally got a desk in the office, so that's cool. But yo, shout out to CP Pistons, man. We reached out to CP. We spoke to them. They came by for a shop tour not too long ago. We kind of, gave them kind of a rundown of our program. They've sponsored a lot of the cars in the past, so like our Yellow Bullet, Game Changer, our GTRs, lots of cars they've actually sponsored in the past for, Pistons and, support and all that stuff. So shout out to the people at CP because they got me these bad boys overnight. Ready to go. Piston rings, HD pins. It's got lateral gas ports. Oh, it's a bad unit. This is actually going in that 6.0 that we just picked up. We picked it up, I want to say last night? The night before we picked it up. And we dropped it off at the machine shop. Our buddies took care of us. They got it was been sitting for a little bit. A good friend of ours let us get it. Peter, iBoost Fabrication. He's a pretty cool guy. He actually, messing this up. Yeah, he actually got us the block. We went to his crib last minute, in the middle of the night. We picked it up. George had this crazy festation with getting the car ready just in case the 350Z wasn't ready. Yeah, so we got the block literally next day from machine shop. It's back, all resurfaced, ready to go. We measured piston bore because these bad boys arrived this morning. So measured bore on the block. It's a 6.0. We're using a mild cam for supercharger, I think it was. It was a boosted application cam. And pistons, rods. We're using our old heads. In theory, everything will just fall right back in the car and we'll have our FD, our RX-7 back and be ready to go. So that's pretty exciting. We do still have the 427 on the way. It is at advanced cylinder heads still. We're waiting for a couple things right now. I think he was waiting for push rods. We were waiting on push rods. So all the heads. Yeah, we actually got those bad boys. We actually got one of the templates because we did. So the way they do everything, they digitize everything. They make their own programs. Everything when it comes down to the CNC work, etc., etc. So we got these bad boys. Check them out. These are a set of ACH heads for our car. This was just the rough template, so this is like the rough draft. But man, look at the size of that. And then square pour, like this is such a beautiful one. The guides, those things look like freaking, little freaking Blackout 300 rounds, man. Check that out. O-ring too. That's just, I love it. Yeah, but this is such a beautiful one. Natalie's valve cover for her K-Series FRS is back. We got this from K-Tune, sent it out to our buddy J Powder Solutions for powder coat. And man, if only you guys can see this in the sunlight right now, but you'll see it soon. It's looking pretty good. Got a little Type R red going there. That's how this stuff has been stacking up, so it's pretty cool. This is pretty cool. This is as if you've seen my previous videos, we got a dyno. This is pretty cool. This is I guess these guys bought this car at the auction. It is a Hennessy Challenger, which is, I haven't really ever seen one in person. It's pretty cool. And it's manual, which is also pretty interesting. This thing is pro charged. Let's see if this thing's on. Oh yeah. Ah, heavy ass hood. Hold on. Ah, there we go. Yeah, 6.1 pro charge. A little outdated, but this thing should make some jam. We just threw some IDs in it and injector dynamics injectors. Put some new spark plugs in it. Car was sitting for a while, so don't really know much history on it, but I mean, see if we can get this thing making some jam on Monday or Tuesday. So pretty excited about that. It's a customer that this is like the third car he sends us. They buy cars at the auction, and yeah, so I think the boys are gonna do their thing. We're gonna wrap up, connect the trailer, get locked and loaded for tomorrow. Oof, just 8. So see y'all at OSW tomorrow. Should be a great time. Hopefully the car keeps together. Haven't really driven that car on the bank at all, and we didn't really get much seat time in it at Sebring, so let's see what happens. Let's get it. Shout out to CP. Morning.
We're outside. Oh my god.
What'd you drop?
My sunglasses.
Crazy. We're outside. Grom gang. We're at OSW. Better late than never. The Sirski. Going to set up our tents. Go out for first round of practice. We put the clutch in last minute. Last night, Comp got us the clutch literally the day of. Yeah, I'm not too sure how I feel about the car. I love the car. I'm thankful to be driving it. But in a comp setting, I'm just still trying to figure it out, still trying to learn it. So we're just going to air up the tires and just put it on the bank line and hope for the best. So let's get it. Natalie in here with the hopes and dreams in the cooler. Got the Gromsky outside. Look at her. She's like, man, frick this shiz. Let's go.
0 practice.
All right, we just made it through qualifying, and little background real quick. Let me walk over here. So all through practice, we had the transmission breaking out of third. It kept popping out of gear, so I couldn't really figure out what to do. I was trying to clutch in, couldn't clutch in. I tried to handbrake and clutch in, didn't want to do it. And like on the RX-7, I can power out of it. On the run up, I can clutch kick and then position myself with the handbrake, which this is a completely different car, and I am adjusting as I go. So basically all the practice, we were trying to figure out how to initiate on the bank. Just went out, got my qualifying score, it was a 67. Not bad. I got a bungee cord holding the shifter, which is kind of cool. I'll show you guys right now, hold on.
That's not really something we can knock them for if that's actually the way they've planned on taking on the corner and they're doing it fluidly. And I think that's the biggest point, is it fluid? So let's see right here, we have our next run. I believe this is William making his way around in the green 350Z, coming down on a midline. He looks like he was setting himself up correctly, but then just a quick wobble put him down on the midline as he makes his way through this first clipping zone. Transition, it looks like he's failing to carry a little bit more speed. It looks like he slowed down a little bit, and that is gonna be a problem as far as how he's able to dive into that next clip. Cleaning it up here, and there we go. I mean, that was a run that should at least warrant a score, but definitely a lot of inconsistencies on momentum and throttle.
That is insane. That car is really loud, especially we're in a booth and we can hear the concussion from the exhaust. But when we're seeing him going through that first outer zone, he was holding a midline throughout that first outer zone, going into that inner clip. I was talking to one of the drivers, I believe it was Nick Ward, when we're going from that bank into that first inner clip, and then that transition, there's like probably 2 spots there where it upsets the car, and you just got to lock in and be able to carry that angle throughout. Some of these drivers where you're seeing, especially throughout practice, that section right there seems to be another problem issue on this track.
Yeah, and I think the name of the game on this is actually just when you can predict what's going to happen, and then you want to go ahead and you want to lead what's going to already change the position of the car. I mean, this isn't just something that is present in drifting as a discipline, but it's another motorsports. I mean, even skiers can relate to this, is that or mountain bikers, if you know that there's a bump in the road and you know it's going to change it, you're almost going to anticipate that and intentionally throw some weight in the car.
Yeah, and it's Drift HQ Green, baby. Not bad, not bad, not bad. We out here doing the damn thing. We got Trini out here, you know what I mean? Going out to the Navy, we got new tents, yes sirski. Not bad, man. Old girl did good. We qualified with a 67, and I'm super happy because I was not expecting that. And I got it where I want it, and we're gonna put a new fresh set of tires, head out for practice, and into top 32 we go, baby. Let's go.
Sun is setting. I am very curious on what's gonna happen with these drivers, how they're gonna fine tune their cars.
Here we go. These are 2 drivers that were both absolutely sending it during practice. BMW joining us for one of the first times. And then I believe this is William up here in the lead car, making his way across the wall, doing a great job. It looks like he almost might have touched it there for a moment as he came across this inner clip. Both drivers are doing a great job as far as being online and keeping it on proximity in the chase position. And we're going to see a little bit more luring in right here, I'm sure, as we make it around this last sweeper.
Nice.
And across the line.
Oh, mercy, with Willie coming out here, putting out a good...
All right, well, we got a 5-minute going on here. We got Poppy chilling. 15 seconds on the 5-minute. Well, I got knocked out in top 32. I messed up my chase and we're wrapping it up. I just went on the skid pad and had fun with the green booger, and that's a wrap. We'll see everybody at round 4, and we are hoping to have that FD out, so stay tuned. Night night. What's up, y'all? Welcome back. We're jumping right back into.
I'm gonna interview.
Oh, we're gonna get an interview now. Round 3 recap.
You don't put my questions though. You just put his answers. You know what I'm saying? Like documentary style.
Friday night started off with us putting we were running into clutch issues with, shout out to Competition Clutch. So it all started with we getting a clutch overnighted. It was a twin disc for this car, which the problem is it has an adapter kit and a clutch, kit issue going on. So we had a twin disc overnighted for what we thought was a Collins kit with, JZ adapter to CD9. That clutch didn't work, and this is the day before comp. Then after that, we hit up our good pal MT, who had a clutch laying around. We tried that, it didn't fit. Then we ordered, we called our buddies over at Real Street, who had a clutch disc in stock that just fell right in to the kit that we were using on the car, and then we showed up at the track. Shout out to Fellow, shout out to Chris. They threw the car together last minute. They made it work. They figured out a couple things we had to get done. Morning of the event, that was a complete show. Like, we showed up to the track. We were running on no sleep because if you saw at the beginning of this video, George tried putting together a 6.0 to magically have the car ready in 24 hours for round 3. The way qualifying went, I wanted to throw down a conservative lap. It's a very common thing for me to do is all my qualifying runs, I like to be as conservative as possible to just avoid any room for extra error. I don't want to go, especially with like knockout qualifying. We lay one good lap down, that's our points, that's what we got on the board, that's what we're qualifying with. I don't want to go into qualifying and lay down the baddest lap that I could possibly come up with because, then you start to overthink stuff and you throw stuff out and it could go wrong. You could 0-0, get 1-0, then, et cetera, et cetera. So my first run into qualifying, which was my first complete battle, I believe, my first complete lap, George was telling me instead of clutching in like we normally do with RX-7, we powered into the bank. As soon as we powered into the bank, we clicked onto handbrake to position the car where I wanted it on the bank and just powered in, wide open throttle, let the car do its thing, let the car basically self-drive itself because, coming off the bank, all I had to do was just correct myself, very minimal driver input just to maneuver myself through the track, just because I didn't feel as comfortable with the car yet since that was my full first completed lap. After that, we jumped into practice right before top 32. We qualified with a 67th. A 67 score, which kind of threw us on 14 out of 31 drivers, I believe it was. Not bad for a conservative lap and first lap of the day, technically. With all the oil feet started leaking, that was probably our only issue. We didn't run through too many tires. That's pretty good, surprisingly. Kept them at around 33, 34 PSI, so that was cool. It made the car floaty. We had an oil feed line issue, and other than that, we had an oil feed line issue and then got knocked out for driver issue. So our first battle in top 32, we battled Andre, what was his last name? Adames from Dominican Republic. Super cool dude. I've never met him before. He came up to us after the battle, was super excited that we had a good battle. So I led first because I qualified higher. Lead went flawless. Like, my lead was on the line, in the zones. Touch and go was perfect. On the bank, I was good. I think I touched the bank twice at the top of the wall. on my lead run. That was pretty cool. You know, the judges were on the video, if you saw it, you know, they were pretty excited about our battle, and starting with my lead run, that was pretty cool. I am excited. That was my first time on the bank in a comp setting, especially a car that's not even my car either. That was in Andrew's car. So the first time probably I've ever gotten that close to the wall on the bank, and it was fascinating. I can't wait to do it again, and I can't wait to do it with the RX-7. So congrats to Fellow. He's still sitting third in points right now. Unfortunately, he got eliminated because of a turbo return line on his car. We were all there rooting for him, pumping for him. All weekend, he was on fire. That's also his home track, where he also competed in an FD when he had his FD license. He competed there with the white E36. I mean, ever since I met Fellow, he's driven OSW Bank like a freaking monster. Yeah, so he actually battled the person that I got knocked out by, Adam S., and he won that battle. Then moving on to his grade 8, I think it was. Grade 8 battle is when his return line had issues. We had to call a mandatory 5-minute, just wasn't enough time to fix it. It is kind of a disappointing way to get knocked out. So Fellow's still sitting in third right now for the series points. He's up there, you know, super pumped for him. We're excited for round 4. Oh, and congrats to Ryan Acevedo for his first place finish. And all the other USDC drivers who are doing phenomenal this year. Unfortunately, we have a handicap this year.